Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel where I share with you insights of what we need to know in the forex market. And yes, we have it again, our market insight. On this episode, it is where I share technical analysis on different currency pair or assets as to how I'm defining my own opportunity in the market. Last week, I did share some couple of currency pair here with you guys, and if you go back to that video, you will see that those markets have been playing out fine, and we did really make money with my community in my Telegram group. If you are yet to join the Telegram group or you are interested to join, you can use the link in the description below. And if this is the first time you are coming across this channel, welcome to Probity Trades. You may want to subscribe to these channels, not just helping this channel to grow, but also helping you as well to grow in the other hand. So today I have about 9 pairs that I'm currently looking opportunity at. There are some that we look at the previous charts which are ranging, so I'm going to share them with you. Let's just get started. I don't want this video to be too lengthy, so let's get started. On my first list, I'm going to be looking at GBPAUD. GBPAUD, I did analyze this market for us in our previous analysis, and I said to us that I'm looking at a bullish continuation movement. Let me put this on. Yeah. So I'm looking at bullish continuation movement on GBPAUD. This market has been in a very strong bullish trend. And the way it looks to me is that the buys are still strong in this market. This is a monthly chart, and we can see that right from the beginning of this month, if you look at this candlestick well, we were able to interpret what is going on here, that the buyers are strong in this market. The seller coming, but then we have the buyers pushing the market upward. I have this trend line drawn, I think, on the day chart or the weekly chart. When we narrow it down to the lower time frame, you are going to see this clearly. So I expect this market on the long run to still push to the upside, up to this major blue zone that we are seeing here. And I did explain to us that I'm seeing a chart pattern which is telling us that we may likely have a bullish continuation movement. If you remember our last video, I said if price should push back to this zone and then we have price tap into that zone, we are already going upward. Actually, I didn't take this opportunity because the candlestick that formed is just too long for me to enter that trade. So if you go on the day chart, yes, on the day charts, you can see I told us I'm seeing an inverse head and shoulder pattern. And this inverse head and shoulder price was here as at last week, and I said I want to see price to drop into this level then before this rise to the upward movement. So yes, we have it now. This head and shoulder is looking like it wants to play out. So what we need to see, we don't need to force our trade. I usually enter my trade on the 4-hour time frame. Now, because this candlestick is closer to the neckline of this chart pattern, I would wait. I'm going to exercise a lot of patience on GBPNZD, GBPAUD, for it to clear this neckline. I want to see price to clear this neckline, retest back to this neckline, then I'll be looking to take a buy opportunity like this. If I should go on to the 4 hours chart to actually see, now on the 4 hours chart, there is opportunity for us. Yes, there's opportunity for us. This is where I intended to get in on this trade. I have a trend line like this that protects me. So I did not take trade at this point. I actually want price to bounce off from this point. So we clearing this trend line, and now we came back to retest this our major trend line that is coming as far back to come and retest this level. So when price was here, I was waiting for it to close. At that time, it was actually getting slow. I think, okay, probably we are going to put in like a morning star candle formation, then I'm going to get in on a buy trade. But this candlestick is just too long, so I have to wait. So now that we waited, price has pulled back into this region. Sorry, price has pulled back into this region. Should we consider taking a buy trade? Yes, we can consider to take a buy trade from here, because if we should put our Fibonacci, if we bring in our Fibonacci like this, yes, we will see the price as deep inside the fib level, and we push up. This is a low, push up again to create another low. So if you want to take this buy trade, actually I would not want to enter a buy trade yet. If you want to enter a buy trade here now, our stop loss needs to be below this level, so it's just too wide considering the risk to reward to the nearest resistance. So this is why I will actually be waiting for us to clear this minor resistance, which is the neckline of that chart pattern. Or alternatively, if price can find its way back here, maybe when price opens again on Monday, if price can come back here and I see rejection coming in, so this to me is going to look like a double bottom pattern. Then from here I'm going to take a buy trade. But if price fails to come lower, then I'm not taking a buy trade. I will have to wait for us to clear this high. So that is just that on GBP/AUD. And next one that looks like it is the GBP/NZD. GBP/NZD and GBP/AUD, they are positively correlated. So starting from the monthly chart, I did told us that I'm also expecting a bullish continuation movement. In fact, this is already looking very juicy at the moment. We can see how the market is actually trending upward. Then if we narrow down to the weekly chart, we can see this as well. Price has tested this trend line multiple times. Looks like we want to break below, but we have this massive rejection candlestick, that is a pin back candlestick. We have that rejection telling us that buyers are still sitting so well in this market. So I still expect to see a bullish continuation movement, at least back to this high, back to this high. So how should we pick a trade from this point? Let's look at what the daily candlestick is showing. The daily pattern is also showing us an inverse head and shoulder pattern. Right, left shoulder, the head, this is the right shoulder, for a bullish continuation movement. And on the 4 hour where we are going to be picking our entry, this also looks similar like that GBP AUD, but for this still look very clear. I will wait for price to fully clear this minor resistance. If we can clear this resistance and we retest this level, then I will be willing to take a bullish continuation movement on GBP AUD. Overall target is this point, but don't get carried away. You also need to pay attention to minor levels in the market. Minor levels, you want to look left, you want to see this level. So if price should push up and come back to retest again, this point is going to be our first level target. If we are able to clear this level, then this level, it will price will move further upward. So that is my view on GBP NZD. I want to see price to break above, retest, and then we'll wait for a bullish candlestick before we take our decision. That is that on the GBP NZD. And next we have the USD CHF. USD CHF, I told us I'm expecting a sell trade. We analyzed this, I think, in our last episode. So yes, we still have it again. We have the inverse head and shoulder pattern. If you go back to the monthly charts, I told us we have a huge double top, price take out the neckline, we retest, and now we are moving downward. This is where we are anticipating to go on the monthly chart. So we narrow down to the the lower time frame for us to be able to pick a trade. So on the day chart, we have a chart pattern as well, which is the head and shoulder. Now we've successfully break below the neckline. So we need to now wait. We want to exercise patience for price to pull back to this level. Then we can continue the journey downward. So we want to look at the 4 hours charts. But if price fails to get to this point, we can put on our Fibonacci from the recent high to recent low. So currently price is rejecting off from 0.50. Yes, price may continue to drop from here, but we also don't need to jump on trade. Price can still push back up to give us something like a double top before dropping. So we just want to exercise more patience. I would not like to take a trade entry around this region. I would prefer it if we can still pull back a bit, then that will be very good for us to jump on. So that is my view on USD CHF. I still expect more further downward movement. Then the next we have USD JPY. USD JPY here, I'm also expecting a downward movement. Yes, expecting a downward movement. We analyzed this in our last episode. So I still expect this to still drop lower, So on the day chart, we have price ranging here a bit. Though even when we are ranging, we see that price is rejecting massively from this level. So I still expect this to drop down. We need to come to this level first. Then if we successfully break below this level, we are going to get to our overall target. So on the 4 hours chart, based on how price is going, I did told us that I wanted to take a sell trade here. I shared that with my community in the Telegram group. So once again, if you want to join us, the link will be in the description of this video. So but I did not get an entry. Why? Because I slept off. So now price dropped heavily. We retest this point. So from this point, I'm interested to pick a sell trade from where price is currently, because we have a retest, and also this is aligning with a fib. This is aligning with a fib. You can see that is the 618 region, and we have a shooting star pattern that price is rejecting from that level. So from here, when the market opens, I'll be looking to take a sell entry on USD JPY. Next is GBP USD. GBP USD has been ranging for quite a while, which I did not get any trade opportunity. But now with what I'm currently looking at, we may see GBP USD trending in the week to come. So let's start from the monthly charts. On the monthly chart, we also have a strong bullish movement. You can see how strong the buyers are pulling this market up. So where it looks to me that this price is going is this major resistance right here. We've been able to clear this level upward. We have candlestick closing above. When you go to the weekly charts, you will see how strong we break above this level. We did have a retest, and now we want to push up. But pushing up now, we have price ranging. Now, this type of range is what some concepts we call accumulation. Price is trying to accumulate a lot of strength before we have that push to the upside. So on the day chart, I was able to spot a chart pattern. This chart pattern is a bullish continuation pattern. And how do you want to trade it? We want to wait for price to break above. When price break above this pattern, then I can tell you for free that GBP USD is going all the way up. Is going all the way up. So I'm monitoring this on my charts. Let's look at what we have on the 4 hour. You can see on the 4 hours chart, price is still rejecting from these highs. So when we eventually clear those highs, if price should successfully clear these highs, wait for retest. Always wait for retest. You don't want to be a victim of fake out. So then we can now successfully take our buy trade. If this should break above and we have a retest, then I see no reason why the GBP USD should not rally all the way up. So this might give us a potential 6RR. That is for the swing traders. And next we have Euro USD. We already know this is the twin brother of the GBP USD. So this on the monthly chart, we take a trade. We took a trade on this with my Telegram members, all for free, and this hit our profit target. So currently now, what should we still expect on Euro USD? The trend is still very strong. We are pushing upward. We are able to clear this minor level. We retest this level, and now price is pushing up. On the weekly charts, we have price retest this level. We took a buy here up to this point. Price hit our target, but now where price approach now is this level, and we have a candlestick closing above this level. For us to pick a buy trade here now is still very, very risky, because this breakout is not huge. It's just a small breakout. So considering to take a buy trade based on this small retest is not ideal. It's not good. It's not okay. So almost the same pattern we are seeing on GBP USD. We have some sorts like that here too. Yes, we have this chart pattern. Wait, we just have to wait. So GBP USD and Euro USD, we just still have to wait before we take any trading decision. You can see this is the level price tested. I'm not interested in this for now. Depending on how the markets react when it opens and how it is going, then I'll be able to decide what I'm going to do. If you still want to know what I'm going to do on this pair, join the Telegram with the link below. And yes, we have gold. Yes, we projected gold to this upward movement. I told us that I'm expecting price to come lower here. Then we are going to have that rise. That was our projection in our last episode. And you can see price push up. We took a trade on buy here, but this trade actually caught me out at break even. I entered the trade right with this candlestick on my 4-hour. My stop was below here. So when price was pushing around this region, when we push up to this point, I broke even, meaning that I bring my stop loss to my entry point. So this pushback that we have caught me out, and gold eventually just pushed up. It was painful, yes, but there's nothing we can do to avoid this kind of thing to happen. There's nothing we can do to it to happen. It will happen, yes. But so we miss out on all of this push. Though some of the member in the community did not break even too early. So I broke even too early, did not break even too early. So they make profits why I eat break even. So on gold is still very bullish. We need to wait for some corrective movement. Then we can look. There's nothing much on gold for now, because I don't like to trade at the middle. I love to trade when the trend is about to begin. So here now, day traders or scalpers may want to jump on trade here. Another opportunity I'm seeing here is on silver. Here, silver too has been very bullish. I took a trade here sometimes, should be about 2 weeks ago. Yes, I hit take profits right here. Price did create some pattern. Let's go to the day charts. Yes, price create this pattern. I took a buy trade here. I exited around this region. We have this pattern and we bleed upward. So it's still very strong. The bullish momentum is very, very strong. We need to see some sort of pushback to this level, and then we can expect that movement upward. Or perhaps you can make use of your fib. This is the low that led to this rise. So price can still find its way back inside this region before we have another push to the upside. And lastly, I have US 30. On US 30, I'm expecting a collapse. Yes, I'm expecting a collapse on US 30 based on my technical, based on what I'm seeing. If what I see plays out, I'm expecting a collapse on US 30. So US 30, we've been bullish. We came back for a retest of this zone. Now look like we want to go higher. But from here, there's a chart pattern on the weekly chart, which is a double top pattern. So price pull back to the neckline of this chart pattern for us to still drop lower. But for us to drop lower, we need to make sure that we have to see a very strong factors before we take that sell trade. So on my day chart, I'm seeing a chart pattern. I'm a chart pattern trader, as I've said in our last episode. That is how I trade. Those are the things I see in the market for me to take decision. This chart pattern is called the rising wedge. This rising wedge in a bullish trend like this signaling that to me that we want to have a drop to the downside. And yes, we have a breakout below. Should you jump on this trade now? No. Wait for a pullback. So you now go to your entry time frame. For me, it's the 4 hours chart. So I want to see some little bit of pushback. If I can see a pushback back to this region, then I'll be looking to short this market all the way down. At least first back to this point. So this should give me like my stop. Let's say you don't know how the market is going to react there, but at least I'm looking at a possible 5R on this trade. Possible 5R. We may not have a massive collapse all the way down, though there's nothing that can happen in the market. If we have that, this is a possible 25RR. So we are projecting about 5,000 pips downward. But this is where I'll be looking to exit this trade if what I'm looking out presents itself. I'll be looking to exit this trade at 1,200 pips below, because this is a level we need to pay attention to. There's a level here. There's a level here we need to pay attention to. So price can still come back here. Then price can still find some bullish pressure here before we push up. So in extension, we can target this level. So about 7R targeted into the future on US 30. So these are the pairs I would like to share with you this week. Stay disciplined, manage your risk, don't overtrade, don't let anxiety take over you. So if you are yet to subscribe to this channel and let's grow together. I will see you in the next one. Peace.